Yes, this is Paul again with video number 3 on our mix for I-Octane So Good. And in the last two videos I showed you how I dealt with the low end and Octane's vocals of the track. And today is going to be about drums, percussion, music, effects. And as I got a request by email to play the rough mix I got before I began mixing the tune, I'm going to play you a bit of it, the rough mix I received from the client, and after that I'll play you what I eventually did with it. So here is a tiny bit of the rough mix.
Girl, me never know so that you're so good. Girl, me never know so that you're so good, baby. Nah, tell a lie, surprise me. Me have plans for you, sit down and be good, baby. Girl, me never know so that you're so good. Girl, me never know so that you're so good, baby. And if somebody did tell me, me would I say I like us. Me never know so you're so good, baby. She hold me one place so me calm.
Okay, that's about it. And let me mute the vocals real quickly. And let's first focus on drums. And in this case, claps. Here we go. So first of all, there's this clap groove. Here we go. As you can see, I compressed a lot and also give it some accentuation in the top end, EQ wise and also distortion wise. Also I had a low cut filter on it and I gave it some tremolo. You can hear if I exaggerate it, sounds like this, left to right speaker, but I like it when it's more subtle than this. And what else is there? So just some parallel compression, and as you can see it's barely doing anything. And let's switch to the main clap. Okay, and without anything on, sounds like this. This is what I got. Quite a difference, right? What did I do? First of all, compression, a bit of EQ, a bit of shimmer, nearly the same as the clap groove. And more importantly, I used trigger to add a snare to it. Without the snare, it sounds like this. With it, and on this mix knob, you can see I mixed just a tiny bit of it into the main signal. I can exaggerate it for you. So here we go. This is just the snare. And together with the clap, the original clap, ended up like this. And what else did I do? I gave it a little ambience, drum plate. I used an EQ for this specific effect and also a compressor. Nothing fancy, just stock plugins. And of course I also use some parallel compression. Yeah, that's about the drums. And percussion, there we have this tabla thing going on. Yeah, I basically just cut some low-end information. And percussion, I use the sample delay to add some stereo information. And we have this conga, also low cut, and a tiny high boost, 6K, 7K region. And that's about percussions. What's next? Heads. Closed hi-hat, a chime, that's it. Here we go. Basically just a delay as well. That's it, not more. Some effects. Just gave it a little delay. Okay, now the interesting part, music. There's the string going on. Just a little EQing, low cut, a bit of compression, and also some harmonics added on top. And some EQ, take a little rumble out. And a boost in the mid frequencies. Then we have the synth right here. Quite the same actually. Some EQ, bit of compression. But interestingly, it's not a full compression, just I paralleled this one with a mix knob. Just a half of it. Some EQ, nearly the same, I should say. Some delay. Okay, then we have the guitar. For the guitar, I compress it, a little EQ, low cut, distortion in the upper regions, as well as the Chrysalot LG guitars plugin. I used some reverb and some stereo widening on this track. The other ones I didn't use. Sample delay and some distortion. Yeah, I used decapitator to give it some distortion, but as you can see on this knob right here, I just sneaked in a tiny bit of it. And what else do we have here? Some guitars for the verse. Yeah. Intro guitars. Intro guitar, I pan to the right. And also there's this guitar riff right here. Quite the same plugins. And lastly there is this piano. Also used a little EQ, high boost, and I tamed the low end, a bit of compression to keep it tight. Yeah. And also I used the panning knob to separate the piano from the other instruments, and all together sounds like this. Alright guys, in the next season we're going to talk about finishing the track. We're going to have a look at the master bus and how I process all those elements together. So stay tuned for next week's season. Bye bye.